All right, 2.3 has to deal with the coordinate plane. Sixth grade, you dealt a lot with the coordinate plane in terms of what they call quadrant 1. Quadrant 1 is actually this portion of the coordinate plane that we're using now. We're expanding it and we're going to more quadrants. So now, instead of just being up and over, we now have all the way down and all the way over, giving us 4 different areas. Right? Those areas are actually called quadrants. And the top right is quadrant 1. Okay, this is the one that you're used to working with. Top left, quadrant 2. Bottom left, quadrant 3. Bottom right, quadrant 4. Now each of those quadrants has their own qualities. Right? The lines are the axes. The horizontal line is the x-axis. Okay? The x-axis also is the first coordinate, which is always going to be x. From the origin, which is the center location, if you go right, these are going to be positive x. Anything to the left of the origin is negative. And so this looks a lot like the number line that we just got done using in 2.2. Okay. The vertical line is the y-axis, and the y-axis is always listed as the second coordinate. So it's x first, y second, every single time. That way we know what order we're going to look at these things in. Okay? When you go up, it's going to be positive, right? Up, big. Go down, it's a negative number. Okay? It always works like this. Again, x, y. Positive x, negative x, positive y, the negative y. Okay, we'll have two of them each time. Okay, again, the center point here is the origin. Okay, at that point it is 0, 0. It's 0 for x, it's 0 for y. Okay, it's like the center of those points. Right? If we're going to have an ordered pair, we'd have an example. Here we have -4, -1. We know that x is our first coordinate, and so that says -4. So I'm going to go to the origin and go along x to -4. So -1, -2, -3, -4. Right? That leads into this point. I'll just leave my pin mark there. Okay. -1 is our second coordinate. Okay, so we have -4, -1. So I'm going to go from my pin point, I'm going to go down 1 to -4, -1. Right? And I mark these coordinates the same way we've always done before, except now I have different quadrants. Okay, another example, say I had 3, -2. Okay, 3 is my x. That's always been that way. So I count 3. 1, 2, 3 on the positive x-axis. Then I go down 2 for my y. -1, -2. I'll label that point, call it point P. Okay, and that is at 3, -2. Okay, so we're going to do a lot of graphing. We're going to be naming what those points are, and it'll be pretty familiar once you get used to the negatives. I think things will go pretty well.